Everyone, I got two of these for about a fiver, so I thought you might be interested in them. They're Clipper electronic lighters, but they're also Clipper soft lighters. This one just says Clipper electronic on it, this one says Clipper soft. And basically they're meant to be sort of a softer lighter, although I don't think they really are. So basically, both are electronic ignition lighters, which is the main reason I got them. If you don't know what electric ignition is, it uses piezoelectric. Basically, as you're pushing the gas button in, it needs a bit more resistance than a normal lighter, but as you push it in, it causes a spark inside, and that spark ignites the actual flame. And how it does that is basically it has a piezoelectric device in it, and when the button's depressed in, the pressure through that makes an electrical current and therefore makes a spark. Standard on a lot of lighters, has advantages and disadvantages compared to a flint. One of the disadvantages is you can't really replace it, you have to replace the entire lighter. But an advantage is that it's kind of a simpler mechanism, and they work better if you get them wet, although you still have to dry them out a little bit. They are simpler than the flint if they've got a bit wet or it's a bit windy, because it's a self-contained electric. But disadvantages are that they have so many uses and they stop, you can't replace them, and unlike a flint, it can't be used in a survival scenario to create a spark and ignite something that's outside the lighter like you could with a Zippo. So I just really got them because I like Clipper lighters, and these are a different type. The soft one isn't really that soft. If I'd have bought it for the fact it was a soft lighter, I'd have been a bit disappointed, because it's not really soft. You can see there where it's like a standard lighter. It's got a slightly better valve on it than a normal Clipper. But other than that, apart from the electric ignition, these are basically normal Clippers. And just for comparison, here is a normal Clipper. You'll notice a normal Clipper is a bit taller if I lay them all flat. The electric ignition ones are the same height. Then this Clipper here is just slightly taller. I'm assuming that's mostly because of the flint system in it. I pull that out a second. I was saying you can easily replace a flint on a Clipper, but that bit's taller, but some of that is just to guard around the flame, so I imagine, yeah, if you took the metal guard off, I don't know how easily I can yank it off. There we go. If you took this off, you can see that the height of both lighters, apart from those little extra metal prongs, is very, very similar. So if I put the flint back in, and that should all work again. Yeah, there we go. You don't actually need the metal guard on the Clipper, but it does give you a bit of extra windproofing. I've always wondered on these Clippers if there is actually a way of adjusting the gas on them, but I've never really seen it. But anyway, as I was saying, I think if you bought it for the fact that they are meant to be, like soft lighters, you'd be quite disappointed with them, because of the fact that they don't really seem to be, much softer than a little bit of plastic. They are, because you can see it sort of coated on there, but other than that they're not really any softer, so I don't find that a particularly interesting reason to get them. But they are electric ignition. I know you can get the metal Clippers with electric ignition for about £5, so your options are really, you can get 5 of these Clippers for about £5, something like that. You can get 2 of these lighters for about £5 from a few different sellers on eBay or Amazon. Or you can get one good metal Clipper for about £5 with the electric ignition as well. So personally, I think I'd probably go for either 5 of these, or 5 of the full, or one of the full metal ones. It's worth sort of having these if you really like the Clipper lighters, but other than that, I can't really see much use in them, to be quite honest, other than being alright lighters.